Hi and welcome to GRVO TV, G's Reviews, Views and Opinions. Hope you had a good Christmas. I had a very wet Christmas. I went camping in the caravan and got flooded, but I will cover that off in another video later on. Anyway, I'm doing a sort of unboxing slash initial review of my new toy, which is the Nikon Speedlight SB700 flash. So I'll quickly go through the unboxing. Now obviously you've got the user manual, and I have already had a look through this. Some of it very confusing to say the least, but it's all in there. Everything you need is in there. You get this rather funky case, which I'm sort of in two minds about really. That's the normal sort of shape case that you'd have, and they've gone for this square thing, and interesting, they've put a belt loop on it, which, I mean, really, never going to happen. So I don't really know why they've done that, and who comes up with these ideas. Yeah, let's put a belt loop on something that shape, and you can see it's already trying to weigh itself down anyway, so why would you do that? It's just beyond me, absolutely beyond me, but hey ho, it actually fits in my camera bag quite nicely like that. So, you know, fair enough. And I suppose someone said, oh, what we want is so you can get it out and put it straight on the camera, and you don't have to flip the top down. I don't know, but that's the only reason I can think. So there's the flash. So that's the SB700. Now, the thing I liked about this was the sort of the button layout, and the features are a little bit more, in my opinion, easy to negotiate than the SB600, because you've got, for instance, to go from normal flash to remote or master, it's just on a switch here, which you just press and turn. So that's nice. You can change the way the flash sort of, you know, normal, you can more directed or wider on a little switch there, and you can go from TTL to manual, etc. there. It zooms from about 16 to 85, I think, or 105, I'm not sure. I think it's 85. It's plenty powerful enough for what I need. It's nicely made. It's fairly heavy, a bit heavier than the SB600, and yeah, it's just a nice thing. It comes with again, I just don't understand why they do this. You've got the pull-out thing here, which has got a bounce card, which is nice. That's a nice feature. And this, which is a wide-angle diffuser. Okay, so when you pull that out, the zoom drops down to 10mm. So people think that's a diffuser, as in a dome diffuser, like one of those. But it's not. They just sort of soften, give a slightly goldeny look to the picture. But this is just for when you're using a wide-angle lens. Then what they do is they give you this, which you clip on, get the right way up. Again, looks like a dome sort of diffuser, but again, it's not. It's for a wide-angle lens, so it does the same thing as the built-in thing, and I just don't get it. I don't understand why they've got two things that do the same thing. When you click that on, it goes to 10mm. When you pull that out, it goes to 10mm. So I don't understand why they've given you 10 things that do the same. What I would have preferred would be the pull-out one for the diffuser, like you've got on the SB600, and then the dome that goes on the top, which I use pretty much all the time, just to soften the light slightly. So that, to me, is useless, and that will not stay in the box, in the bag. It will stay in the box. Oh my God, I've been attacked by a snowman. It's that time of year. These are nice. And basically what this is if you're under artificial lights, you bung that on. That then tells the camera what sort of filter it's on. It sets the white balance and sorts it all out for you when you're in TTL, which I think is a great thing. And you get an orange one for like normal indoor lights, and then you get a green one, which is for fluorescent tubes, I think. Don't quote me on that. And again, when you put it on, it knows that it's got a G1 filter on. It comes up on the screen that it's got that filter on, tells the camera, sorts all the white balance out for you. So I think that's quite a snazzy little thing. Got dirty already. So they're quite nice. Now, I just want to talk quickly about batteries, because you can't have an additional battery pack on this. There's no socket to plug in an additional battery pack. I don't think you need it personally. Just get some decent batteries. Now, the batteries that I am currently using now and will switch to all my batteries are these, which are the new Sanyo Anyloop XX. They're high capacity, 2,400 milliamps. They are ideal for flashes because they don't discharge. They will, in a year, I think they lose something like 25% of their charge, whereas normal nickel metal hydrides, you know, after a year they'll be stone bonk flat. And these work fantastically. They have good recycle times, they last well, and I've always used, since they came out, either the 7-day shop good to go batteries, which is essentially the same as the Sanyo Anyloop, or the Sanyo Anyloops. And these are the sort of the newest. They're not expensive, to be honest. Once you've got a decent charger, they're not dear to buy. About 10-12 quid for a pack of 4 is fine. So that's that. One more thing you get is a stand. This is actually the stand from an SB700. The stand that you get is basically the same. It doesn't have these little bits here. I don't know what they're for anyway. And the stand that you get with it doesn't have a metal screw-in mount. So I've swapped my SB600 one for that, because I prefer the fact that it's got a metal screw-in bit. But that's just so you can sit it down like that, or stick it on a normal tripod if you haven't got or on a light stand, or you know, whatever, if you haven't got the adapters. So that's quite a nice little thing. So it all goes in there lovely. Now, as soon as you put it on, this is a D7000, and when I was looking through the instructions, I did notice that the D7000 is seems to be the best match for this, in that every feature works. I'm sure there are other cameras, but when I looked through it, just seemed to be the column that said D7000. It was like everything worked on it, all the modes. It will basically, in full ITTL mode, it will do everything for you. It sets up, it sort of seems to default to a balanced flash. So it comes on TTL balance, it recognises that this is a 50mm lens, and it does everything for you. And it really does work, excuse the flash, really well. It's quick. I mean, both though, that was like bang bang on the flash, and it fired perfectly both times. So you get a nice balanced look to it, and it's just, yeah, there are lots of manual features on it, and you can zoom it and do all sorts of things, but I'm not really great with flash, and I like the idea that it sorts itself out using Nikon lenses with Nikon bodies. Everything talks to it. It's, in my opinion, probably the best speed light that you can get. I did look at the SB900, but for me it's just too big and heavy. If you want something more powerful and whatnot, then yeah, that's fine, but for me it's just too big and heavy to have on the camera, and I'd never use it. SB400 is a nice option, but you don't get some of the features, and I found when I was using it with some lenses, you got a little bit of a shadow at the bottom and things. But again, that's a lovely little flash. The SB600 is perfectly adequate. For me, I just think the SB700, it's that pitched right in the middle. It's not a particularly expensive flash, nice and easy to use, and it just does what it says on the tin. So that's my initial thoughts on the Nikon Speedlight SB700, and I hope this has helped you. Cheers, bye.